This is the Kingboyz channel here. Today I'm here to show you how to clear 14 wires on an 11 Gen F150. I know some of y'all probably running RoughCounty lift and wonder how to can y'all clear 24x14s and stuff. Can y'all clear it on 35? Can y'all clear it on 37? I know a lot of people want to run 37s, and when you're looking at the price point from 37 to 35, it makes more sense to actually go with the 37. But a lot of people realize that they might not be able to clear it or not. But I'm here to tell you exactly how to clear it on a 37 on a 14 wire wheel. All right. This is my 26x14 on 37 right here. This is the new wheel right here. As you can see, you might be able to see from that the offset right there. This is a true 14 wire wheel, -81. This is on the 37 RoughCounty lift. True RoughCounty lift. I got 4 turn. And basically how you do it is, first of all, if you to run a 37 14 wide wheel, whether that is, I mean, it don't really matter if it's 24s or 26, but if you're running a 14 wide wheel just on a straight 6-inch lift for a country right here, you won't clear. I actually tried that before I raised it up some more. Just straight 6-inch lift, you're gonna hit right here. Especially, now I don't know about the newer F150s, but I know for the 11 Gen, you hit all in this corner right here. Now, if you cut this corner out to slant, like where my finger's at right here, and you also have to do quite a bit of cutting right here in the inside fender. You'll probably have to notch this whole section out right here and beat it in for you to clear. But if you did that right there, then you'll be able to clear 37 on a 14 wide wheel. But this is what I want to do, because I don't like cutting on my truck, especially cutting on the metal part of the bumper right here. I don't really like the look of metal trimming. I know for Chevrolet and stuff, well, Chevys in general, GMC, I know a lot of guys tend to notch this whole part of the bumper out right here. Which, I mean, for those trucks right there, they don't have much clearance because they got square fenders, right? As Dodge and Ford have round fenders. But anyway, what I did is, as you can see on my A-arms right here, I went with KSP 0 to 2 inch drop A-arms on eBay, and I ordered a 2-inch leveling kit to stack on top of that. Now what that does right there, it puts your angles like this right here. So if you look at my angles right here, they're not really severe. They're almost like it was with stock. They got a little bit more angle than like being on straight 6, but not much more angle. I mean, as you can see, there's still a lot of clearance right there. You look at the axles right here, you can see my axle did get some angle, but hey, the thing about a Ford is, notice that there's no spacers or nothing on it. Ford don't really have issues with axle problems. As you can look at my tie rod right there, you can see there's a little angle right there, which I'm thinking about changing that tie rod out to more of a heavier duty tie rod. But as you can see, it's got a little bit of angle, but not too severe, but it does got some angle right there. Which I actually need to change that one out anyway, I believe, that tie rod in. Now how does it ride? The ride's perfectly smooth, actually. Like, just like it was when you just straight 6-inch. I mean, you really can't tell that I had added that level kit on it or not. I mean, it's, as you can see, I mean, I get my hand all around and everything. It's not touching the coil spring or nothing like that. It rides pretty much the same, actually. So, basically, if you want to clear 14 wide wheels on 37, you're gonna need at least, if you would go an inch level kit, let's say you don't want to go 2 inches like I go, you go an inch, you want a little bit better angles. If you go to an inch, you still gonna have to you probably still gonna be touching somewhere up in here. You may be clearing somewhere here, but you most likely you're gonna have no valence at all, and then you're gonna have to cut all this piece out here. But if you want to go to 1.5 inches, let's say you want to go to 1.5 inches, all right, you're gonna be touching right here when you make 4 turns. You won't be touching metal bumper at all no more. You'll be touching valence, but like I said, you won't have no valence right here. It'll be all trimmed out right here. 1.5 inches will give you maybe 1/8 of an inch better angles. Not much more angles than this, better angles than this, but about 1/8 of an inch better. And you should be able to clear 37 pretty easy if you want to. Like, some people don't like cutting on their valence at all, but you're not gonna have no valence right here. Like, it's gonna be a diagonal, definitely. And maybe if you hit like bumps and stuff on the road while you're making 4 turns, it may bump into this right here. You definitely gonna have to cut it in the inside though. Probably have to go and remove this piece right here and notch this out a little bit right here. But I mean, I seen people beat this entire fender in. I seen people cut it to the carpet somewhere on the inside. So for the Fords, luckily you won't have to do all that. Now you want to do like me, you want to go with a 2-inch leveling kit. Now I recommend to go no bigger than a 2-inch leveling kit. Simply because of the angles. Any more than 2.5, like a 2.5, 3 inch, you're gonna be probably out of my comfort. So I seen people do it. I seen people put 3 inches on the front and still drive with no problem. But me personally, I think 2 inches is about as big as I'm gonna go. I mean, with the 2 inches got me real. It gave me full clearance right here. I have maybe this much clearance, like maybe this much clearance right here at full turn. If I hit a bump or something, it'll probably touch this right here, especially since it's sticking out a little bit. I cut all that out right here, so I cut all that out right there. As you can see right here, you really can't tell it from the outside. As you look, it looks like I still got the 4 valence and everything, but it's actually been cut out. I cut out that piece right there so I can get full turn. Now what that gave me is, now this valence is hanging. This valence has been broke for a while. I broke it on my old setup. I'm gonna have to buy a new valence. But if this valence was like this right here, perfectly fine, where it was actually touching, then as you can see, that if I'm looking where my finger at, it doesn't look like it's been trimmed at all. All you have to do is trim this little piece right here. And if I cut it, I won't recommend cutting it with a knife. What you cut it out is, you don't cut like this right here, because the tire is gonna be, when you turn it, it's catching the inside. It's not catching the outside of this right here. The only reason that you see these marks right here is because this piece is hanging. But if it was like this right here, it wouldn't be touching this at all. You cut in that diagonal. As you can see right there, you cut in a diagonal way. That way it kind of rolls with the body. You know, it won't be like, it look good actually. It won't look like you did it like a Sage Tree mechanic did it or something. Like you just, you know, redneck cut it or whatever. But yeah, those are the ways to get the clear 37s on 14 wide wheel. Or rather, that's 24, 26. Now, if you wanted to go with an all-out different lift, let's say you don't want to go rough country, you want to buy a Ford Thought 8-inch or BDS 8-inch or Riz 8-inch. 8-inch lift will get you exactly like I am in the front right here, and it would be a better starting point because the 8-inch will give you slightly better angles because the spinners will actually come up another 2 inches, and the diff will be dropped for actually an 8-inch lift. But you need at least an inch and a half to really be, for my comfort zone, you need at least an inch and a half to clear 37s on 14 wide. But if you wanted to, let's say you don't want to put a 11 kit at all, you want to keep it just to start rough country, then be prepared to cut this piece right here, where my hand at, be prepared to cut right here, and be prepared to cut all up in the inside of this fender right here. But yeah, so that's just how you clear a 14 wide on a 37. Now if you're going with a 35, you probably won't even have to do that. You probably just have to trim this piece right here and trim this piece right here. But 24 by 14 on a 35, you should have full clearance with a rough country 6-inch lip with just minor trim. But this is just how you clear it on a 37, not on a 35. So yeah, that's how you clear a 37 14 wide wheel on a rough country 6-inch lift. As you can see, me personally, I recommend a 2-inch leveling kit, but you can get away with an inch and a half. But yeah, you should have full time, just a little bit trimming on the plastic. But that's all I had to say right here. This is the Kingboyz. We out.